EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Don't get nervous. Say it. Chill. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. 66, bullet, high, 13. No. Switch it, hey. 26. Go, get out there. 55, right there in the middle. We're going to 54, right here. We're going to 47, 26.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 55. You ain't doing nothing today. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Right there in the middle. Here you go. Go to 54.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 11-yard line.
On second and inches, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here we go, 46. Check 9. 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 30 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second down, it's Miller. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's a good shot.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check. Lucky. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On third down, Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Watch the edge. Slam. Watch the safety creep.
A first down carry now for Miller. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Watson, and it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Miller. Lamar Miller. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 46 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. Forbath to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here. About the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On first and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 45 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's what I do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now second and goal from the 8.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath, the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Jim. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Kill. Check 3. Hey, 31. Watch the twist. Sponge. No.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Rip left, rip left. Get it going down, he's coming.
Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The 40, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
51 the mic, boy, 51. I'm going 46, 46, 26.
Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
3rd and long for Prescott. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
On first down, Miller. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Rush in. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check it out.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Check 50. Check 50.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Watch out. Quick dash. Go. Watch twist.
49, check 49.
Again, it's Miller.
Check.
Wiggles free. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Watson, flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun again to Elliott. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott off play action. Completes it to Austin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. Defensively here, you've got the cushion. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now Forbath for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to have have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me.
Back to throw, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And no timeout.
They'll run on for... And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set. 19. 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Joker. Check 43.
After the penalty, it's Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got you. I got you. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape. Hey,
Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by Robert Quinn. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun...
The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis. And